let's go. I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Now this is what I'm talking about. Every time I see your smile, it makes me shout. Let's go! Let's go! Nothing's gonna stop us today. Get on the bus or get out the way. We're cruising with the radio on. So turn it up to 10. Here comes our favorite song. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go. It's another Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn, good whatever it is, wherever you find yourself. Welcome to another episode of the Demystify section. I'm yours truly, Samuel Ajanya, bringing you some cool and fun fact and interesting things. In today's episode, we'll be talking about one specific product update that I'm fond of. Maybe you know it already, maybe you know it. I think it's a cool thing. I'll show you. And then we'll look at some updates on the Microsoft Graph API. And then we'll just take a quick look at the next episodes on the show. I promise to keep today's episode very quick and short because there isn't much for today. I just wanted to put this out and then, go prepare for subsequent episodes of the show. So when we come back, we're going to delve into what we have today. Awesome. We are back and welcome to everyone who has joined us. Oh, welcome. Yep. Welcome to everyone who has joined us on the stream, wherever you're joining us from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Demystify Tech Show, the only tech that seeks to demystify technology, especially on the Microsoft ecosystem, you, so that you can have some fun, build cool products, improve yourself, and do some cool things. And today, hey, lady, lightly, light, welcome. It's been ages. Yes. We've been having some issues with internet and all that. So lately, what I've been doing is in the same time that I am streaming, I'm actually recording so that if something happens to the live stream, I have like a high definition recorded version I can upload to. So all of you who have not seen me for a couple of weeks in terms of series, that is the reason. That is why I have been missed in action. But like I mentioned, a second ISP is coming that's going to be solely dedicated to this. So we're going to have all the power, all the bandwidth with our show. But in the meantime, we're going to get it going. That's why I've also not announced the next person for Power Series Sunday. But I will be on Power Series, show you some cool stuff as well. So in today's episode, I'm going to be showing. We're going to be doing two things. First of all, is taking a look at something interesting in PowerPoint, very interesting, that I think is very, very, very awesome. And today, especially with Lady Lightly Light is going to help me to do that. So we're going to do that. But before then, first of all, I want to extend, where are my effects? Round of applause. Yep, yep, yep. Round of applause to two special people. To Foyi, who just got her MVP in business applications. Congratulations, you deserve it. Well done. Welcome to the family. And the second one goes to Dawood Idris, one of my own people that, I'm really proud of you. Keep it going. It just means more work. Dawood, big ups to you. Welcome to the MVP family. So it's actually exciting when you see people give off everything in the community, be recognized for their work. So big ups to you guys, Dawood and Foyi. Big ups to you. Well, in the light of showing up what's happening before we get into the meat of today's show, let's quickly do this. So let me switch here and let's go to aka.ms slash powerful. That's very well, powerful devs Conf. Hopefully I spelled it correctly. And let's go for the effect. Yes, I think I got it correctly. Yeah, round of applause. Yep, 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 yep. So if you don't know about it, yes, I have someone who doesn't like coming to class. Today he's in class. Rudy, welcome to the. Thank God for your life. Thank God for you for the fact that you've come to class today. Thank you very much. So if you're watching, yes, so on the 15th of this month is going to be the Powerful Dev Conference. You can see keynote speakers like Scott Guthrie, Mariana Gaga, Charles Lamna. You can see them. And yes, 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 people like Dona Saka and yours truly, myself. Yep, I am on the bill as well. And as always, I will be talking about something relating to IoT and the whole Power Platform and all that. So make sure you're not missing this for anything. Make a date 15th um of this month. It's happening live, 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 live. All right. So with that out of the way, boop, boop, let's get into today's meat. Well, so I mentioned that one of the cool things it was recently released, but I don't think a lot of people are aware of it. One of the things that we worry about is the fact that when we're giving presentations want people to follow along. Most times you find it you don't have insight into which section of your presentation people really liked or which section of your presentation people really wanted to interact with you more. So that was what Microsoft has done with the new feature. I think as of now it's on the online version of PowerPoint, but I think with time it's going to come to the desktop version or other app versions. Now, what this allows you to do is that it allows you to share your presentations and people connect to you from remotely anywhere they are. Once they have access to the QR code or the URL, they can follow along, all right, with the presentation, and then they can actually react to what you're to the presentation. Not just that, sometimes when you're talking, people want to be part of a presentation. However, they might probably not be speaking your language. Yes, it is even true that maybe your presentation is not localized. But with this feature from PowerPoint, what it allows you to do is that it tries to do closed captioning. I mean, the last time I tried it was really good. We're going to try that right now on today's. So it tries to do closed captioning, all right, and then converts, to any language that the person is speaking. So today, if someone understands French or Spanish on the program, we can test it out. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go in here. Actually, you know what? Let me just use Edge. Since a lot of things is going to be uh, uh, let's let's see. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. So I'm trying to set my phone up. This okay. So I'm gonna go to portal.office.com. And I mean, in your case, yeah, Shadrach Inusa, welcome to the show. Another awesome person to watch out for. I won't tell you, but Shadrach is also doing a great, 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 great job in the industry. So what I'm doing is that now let's go here. Welcome, Shadrach. Hope you're going to join me with this one. And yes, hope you're going to use this for your subsequent presentation. Very, very useful. So I'm going to connect with my enterprise account because that's where I have my slides. Now the prerequisite is that you have to use the web version of Office, which is actually free if you have Outlook. I think so. And then also you need to make sure that you are saving the presentation in OneDrive related to that account. So OneDrive. All right. So let's do this. Uh, So I'm logging in, and for the purpose of this show, I'm going to use one of my IoT sessions I did on IoT overview of IoT, and then I'll just play around with it. We're not going to go through the entire. I'm just going to play around with it. You're going to see how that works. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to open it. This is it. It's IoT. Is it IoT Hub? I think it's IoT Hub. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to pick IoT Hub. Now, this I have saved in my OneDrive, as you can see. So that's why it's showing here. Now, when I open this is going to open it in PowerPoint Online, right? It's going to open this in PowerPoint Online. Now, this is where the fun starts. So once you open your application in PowerPoint Online, all right, you just go to, let's go. So here, I'm going to select the slide, and then I'm going to go to slideshow. All right, and select the slide. Oh, let's select this. Where is that? Yeah, there you go. And if you look closely here, hold on, sorry guys, let me open um let me open my tool so that I can zoom in for you guys to see. Show one. Now here at the top, right under I hope you can see. Hope it's not, yep, right here. Right? So under the slideshow menu here, right? You're going to see the present live option here. All right? Are you following? So slideshow present live. Cool. Now, with that said, I can go here and then I can say either to only people in my organization, but I don't want that. I want everyone to, see the slide. Now, immediately I do this, all I have to do now is to click present live. Now, my screen should change, and now you should be seeing, yes, allow it to use the microphone. You're going to be seeing a QR code, all right? That's going to pop up on your screens on this page. Now, when this QR code comes, all you need to do is to scan the QR code. It could be I tried it from my mobile phone, it worked perfectly. So either from your mobile phone, or you can see at the top there, you can use this URL as well. Let's do it. I think it's pp. You can go to pp.ms slash j. That's like the code J9KX9PXJ. I see that KXJNM, right? Let's see. Hopefully this come. Okay, so you can actually scan this. Yep. So I'm just going to give a few seconds for people to join. So if you're still on the call with me, Rudy, Shadrach, any of them, you can actually scan this QR code right now. I'm still waiting. Now, the good thing is that if you look closely on the top right, you can see that the number of people who have joined would show. So I'm going to open my own and join. If nobody would join, I'll join myself and do the demonstration. So I'm just connecting with my phone right now. Yep. So it takes you to. So let's do this. So this is it. This is the URL that's going to be sent. HTTPS. All right. I'm going to put this here. pp.ms slash. This is the code. That's J9K J9PXJNM. Right. And I'm going to copy this. Yeah, Shadrach. This is very awesome. This is very, very, very awesome. So let's put this here. Let's push this for everyone to see this. All right. Okay. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to join this in my browser since nobody's joining. So I'm going to join this, and I should see one person has joined once I connect. So the good thing is that, yeah, so I have connected. I can see that I'm the only one who has connected. Now, if you've connected, right, what you're going to see is that as I am talking now, it is actually transcribing. It is actually transcribing what I'm saying. Hold on, let's see. How would I have shown? How would I have shown? How would I have? Okay, let's see. Let me look for connect. Uh, connect or con. I think it's connect. Hold on, I'm trying to. Yep, connect a wireless device. So what I want to do is that. Okay, no, okay, good, good. So another person has joined us, and so let me open this. I'm just trying to connect now. If you've joined, you should see that what I'm saying is being transcribed down there. That is what I want to. Let's say. Oh, let's see. So two people have joined right now. So if we do connect, let's see. Let's. Oh no, I didn't spell that well. No, 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 no. I'm trying to. Okay, so we have two people who have joined. Let's just uh connect device. All right. So two people have joined. Okay, yeah, Shadrach, you're in. Cool. I mean, if Shadrach is in, we can just go ahead with it. So now, so Shadrach, you should see that what I'm saying is being transcribed. All right, down there. And it's, if you look also closely, if you're using a phone, you should see that there's a language preference. As of by default, it's set it to English. If you tap that language setting, you can see different languages. So for in my case, I want to change it to French. And what's going to happen is that this is not going to transcribe everything I am saying into French. So someone can be looking at the presentation and follow along with what I'm saying. They don't necessarily have to join online, as in open YouTube, or they don't necessarily have to, stream. They're just looking at the presentation, and that is a less bandwidth. Yeah, Shadrach, everything. Thank you very much. So this is one of the reasons why I'm excited with this. Now, let's take a look at this. Now that this is done, all I have to do is just go to close here. Yeah, Shadrach is giving me, as you can see, that's happening live. Yes, you can actually now start. So there you go. I'm starting the presentation. You can actually add reactions. And what's happening is that as you are adding the reactions, okay, it is being stored in the background. So after the presentation, what is going to happen is that I'm going to see analytics into the slides people were interacting more with. I'm going to see people can give feedback. People can give me a feedback after to tell me how the presentation went, the areas they felt I should, take more, like work on. So at the end of the day, when you use this tool, you are building like it's helping you do a better job with it. All right. So let's go on. So I'm just going to go ahead and present as usual. So hey, welcome everyone to my show. Uh, my name is Samuel Adrani. I'm an MVP and MCT, Oracle Certified Professional. As of now, I'm a senior software engineer at Andela, of African Logics, IoT, all these things. So I'm just presenting, all right? And as this is happening, you can actually, send whatever you send whatever reactions you want to send, okay? Which I am just trying to you know what? Let's see. Remote go not remote desktop. What is this? What is the app that is it control or connect? Control. Let's see. Let's I want to actually bring the experience onto the screen so people can see it. Connect. Connect. So yeah, let's connect this and let's say shared experiences. Uh, this is and the crazy thing is that I'll finish before I remember. You know what? Let's call a friend on the show. Let me quickly send a message. Anyway, so well, let's move on. Let's move on. I remember this. I'll try to. So this is how it looks. Let me quickly just flip to the full screen and see if I can show. Um, let me flip to this. I can. Yeah. So if you're looking at this is how it shows. All right, and you can see that as I'm talking, it's transcribing everything I'm talking. In my case, I chose French. So as I'm talking, it is transcribing everything in French. So you can pick your own language, or whichever language you understand, you can pick it. All right, cool. So let's go back to our presentation. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about what IoT is, the history of IoT, IoT's application, um, infrastructure, all that. And all this time, people can interact. So you go through the slide, you know, what the first IoT is, Internet of Things. And trust me, I checked the latency and it's not bad. Like it's not bad at all. The latency of the slides changing and all that, it is near real time. So you don't experience, that much of a lag, right? So we're just going through this. So I'm just going to quickly go through this how do you call it, this slide, and all along people can be interacting, and what you're seeing here is it's either me or Shadrach. So I'm pushing a lot of it now, so you can actually interact a lot with it as it's happening. In the same time, I can have my presentation going. So as I'm talking, as I'm still talking, it is actually transcribing. For those that have connected, you can see that. Yep. So we're just doing this. We're going. And then the cool thing is, hold on. So the good thing is that you can actually go back. So beneath your slides, you can actually go back to all the previous slides. If you didn't understand anything, you can go back to the slides, look at it, and then when you are done, you can click on the current slide. That will bring you to where I am currently, what I'm doing currently. Isn't that awesome? You know? So let's check this out. Let's go talk about it, benefits of IoT Hub, security, all that. We're just going to go through all this. And yes, I'm done. Now, immediately I say end session. Now, if you look closely, all right, immediately the session ends, you should have received like how the presentation went. Something along the lines of this. All right, it's asking you how the presentation went. So you can give me feedback, right, on this presentation. So let's say, well, I'm going to give it a 5 star. Then once that happens, you are being also asked to rate the presenter in the following categories. All right. So the first category is that how on a scale of 1 to 5. Okay, tell us on a scale of 1 to 5, how was the slide design? I'll give myself a 5. The speaker skill, how was it? Give myself a 5. The content, give myself a 5. Interaction and audience, give myself a 5. And then if there's any other, comment, I can put it there. Let's say, let's do this. Let's say this was, let's do this was awesome. What am I even writing? And all this time, this was awesome. Okay, and then submit. So, Rudy, seeing it, did you participate? No, you didn't. So at the end, if I go to end session and I click on the end session, right? Now, I would me as a presenter, right? I think go check. Um, let's see. Yeah, so I get all that information, you know, part of the of for me to review. All right, and I personally felt that this is one of the coolest things when it comes to presentation, especially for us who do like a lot of presentations. This is a tool that's going to allow us, to get insight, into what we do and to get more, more feedback. So the first thing, this is it that I have shared. Go check it out. It's as of now, like I mentioned, it's available in a online version of PowerPoint. So go check it out. And hey, and go and have fun on that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat, and I'll try as much as possible to answer that. Right. So that is the first thing I wanted us to talk about. That's out of the way. The next thing we're going to talk about is a little update on Microsoft Graph API. So I can actually close this now. Yep. So let's go here. A couple of interesting updates. As you know, I mentioned that for the next couple of episodes, I'll be doing stuff with the Microsoft Graph API. So the way, and also this also on this show, I'm also going to outline the next things I'm going to do for the show, which means I'm also going to bring in Microsoft Teams development as well. So not just the Graph API, we're going to use the Graph, in conjunction with Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to show you how to be using the Graph API to build Teams applications, how to use Teams API as well through the Graph API to interface it with your own solutions and all that. So let's bring this in. So let's briefly talk about some of the updates for June for the Graph API. All right, cool. Let's do this. So first of the updates under cloud communication for online meetings. So now you can use the accept language header that will allow you to provide local-based joining information for people joining your meeting different locations. You can also use the create or return to return or create an online meeting. Okay, that has been specified with an external ID. So that's another cool thing for us. So if you're trying to build your own third-party system that you want to integrate to Microsoft Teams and present in a particular, branding for yourself, can you also do for changes in groups? You can now use the group permission. So group.read all or group.read write all. You get access to conversations from the group perspective. For security, you have the ability to track the following as properties of an alert. So the IDs of the incident, the identity and resource as the attack or how the alert came in, and also to specify the resource and the on the network. So these are update the graph. Also for teamwork, you can use the dedicated permission app catalog or read all or to list the apps from Microsoft Teams app catalog, all the list. So new in preview, these are things only in preview. Subscribe if you're an insider or have the preview info. You can now get the present status. I showed this on one of my episodes where we use I think is it Isaac Levine or something. I've forgotten his name, but he used the presence API to actually change a Philips Hue bulb light to match his presence on Teams. So if he was on a meeting, the Hue bulbs all turn red. If he was available, it will be green. So something like that. So that's just like cool uses of the Graph API and all the other components. So now there's in preview, get the present status. Then also devices and apps, corporate management, Intune access also has been brought under preview for the Graph API. Under identity and access, right? Now you can use the connector resource as a lightweight agent to connect to Azure AD, application proxy, publishing on-premise or applications externally, and so on. You can also use the API to manage authentication policies as a tenant level, also to allow you to disable self-signing. You can now use the API, enable you to do that. For users, now you can use the user settings to get or update preferred language and regional settings. These are updates that have come for the Graph API in June. Updates and then pre versions. All right, cool. So with that out of the way, today we're not going to do any much of the coding, but I have a couple of interesting. Sorry about that slide. I have a couple of interesting weekend projects I'm going to be working on. But that aside, let's talk about the next steps for the show. So as you know, it's Demystify technology. So pretty much everything in the Microsoft ecosystem that I feel like it's making a lot of waves for me to demystify. That's what I'm going to do. However, I've also been thinking of what in our present time is relatable, and one of the things is people are doing and all that. Corporates and people are asking, how do I build, services around my team infrastructure? And that is what I want to be highlighting and focusing on the show. Already, we're trying to use open source tools like Angular, React, and all that. Use the Microsoft Graph API to build our own solution. So we're going to see how to use the same tooling to build a connectivity between the Graph API and so I'll be talking about Teams application development, how to build how to bring Power Apps in Teams. I'm going to show you that. How to build like your own custom application using the frameworks and bring it into what into. I'll also be showing that. However, if you also have like anything that is specific, all right, to Teams or to the Graph API that you want me to show or share on the channel, as I keep saying, subscribe, hit the bell, and then you can use any of my social media handles to let me know, and I'll be very glad to do a demo or prepare a solution around that. Now, with that said, I'm going to be putting a poll on Twitter so that you can go there and let me know what you think, what you want to see me do, and then I'm based on the majority of the vote. That's what you'll be seeing. But then for the next episode on Demystify Technology, it's going to be a combination of Graph API and Microsoft Teams. And talking about Microsoft Teams, there is something you should know, right? Hold on, let's see how I can actually let me see if I can pull this out for you guys real quick. Now, something also that yeah, I was going to share with you on Teams. Let's do it. So, if you don't know, Microsoft has also released how do you call it? Teams for family and friends, right? That allows you to stay in touch with family, create your own family meetings and groups and all that within Teams, and it's free. So here, let's see, and it's in a public domain, so nothing to worry about NDA. I can, I can gladly share that. Let me see if I can pull up the video. It's a video of the feature, and then you can go ahead and download Teams if you haven't. There's a free version. You can use that for your family and friend meetings, from now on. And then hey, you should be in a good position. So I'm going to open this quickly, and then I will try to share this, guys. Awesome. Let's see. Yep, that video. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we're going to play this video now. Then, hopefully, okay, let's enjoy.
We are taking the very best of communication and coordination to families and friends. I'm going to jump right in and show you what we have here. Today we're following Nadia. And in her work account now, in the summertime, you'll be able to add your personal account to your existing Teams app. This gives you the ability to have group chats, files, calendars, shared information, all contained within the group. If I switch over to her personal account here, Nadia and her family are planning a family reunion later this year. At this point, it looks like what you'd expect from a standard chat app. But let me show you how Teams is different, and let me show you how Teams is helping Nadia and her family plan for this reunion. I want to introduce you to the dashboard up here at the top right. This is a collection of all the important pieces you'd want at a moment's notice within your group: upcoming events, shared locations, files, and the like. In the chat, you may have noticed that Maya had asked for her family's frequent flyer miles. It's located right here in the safe, where Nadia also keeps important passwords, account information, and rewards numbers. We've also made it incredibly easy to be able to share those things with your group. Inside the safe, all the data is stored under two-factor authentication and end-to-end encryption, so it doesn't give you any worry. This chat also has a shared group calendar. Everyone can easily edit important events, such as flight times and dinners, and then it gives you the ability to see how busy the week is shaping up. Back in the dashboard, have you ever had that experience where you're looking through a chat, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling to find that one experience? Now we've created this section here called Files, where you can find all your Word docs, PowerPoint, Excel, and even PDFs all in one spot. So no longer do you have to go hunt and find for that specific piece of information. In Tasks down here, everyone in the group has the ability to create and edit tasks. So once the tasks are completed, you can check them off, but also you can assign tasks to other people in the group. For example, right now, Nadia is going to assign to pick up the cake to her husband, Ellis. We also have the ability to track live locations within the group. And Nadia set up some geofences so she knows when other people in the group are arriving at her house for the reunion. Back in the chat and during the reunion, they will inevitably share lots of photos with each other. Teams puts them in a nice gallery so they can peruse them and share them again later. But as we all know, not everyone's able to travel for the reunion. So up here at the top, you can initiate a group video call so that everyone feels included, and it doesn't matter if you're on iOS or Android.
Fantastic.
So now that you've seen the dashboard, let's go back to the group chat. If this were a normal group chat, meaning it's a constant state of banter back and forth, your group's productivity would end there. But with Teams, we take chat to the next level. We've integrated key features to empower your group to have conversations, to make actions, and to have information, such as the files, ready and able to edit and view at a moment's notice. And we don't sell your data. Never has a chat app made a conversation so useful. Today, you've heard me talk about Nadia and her family planning this reunion, but we know that Teams will bring this type of value to any group conversation. Its built-in productivity and the way that we do the coordination is not found on the market today, and it's all included in one experience, Microsoft Teams.
Thank you, Chrissy. It's so exciting.
So, yeah, as you just saw, that is exciting. So, if you haven't downloaded Teams, the more reason why I'm excited about doing series of episodes for Teams. So, if you haven't downloaded the free version, that gives you all this capability. Go do that ASA. Well, with that said, like I mentioned, today we're going to we're keeping it on the wrap. So yeah, 30 minutes. We are up to leave for today. But hey, stay safe, stay awesome. This has been yours truly, Samuel Adranya, bringing you some awesome updates and product reviews. We've seen two things from PowerPoint and Teams, and then updates into the Graph API. Until I come your way again next week with another thrilling and bashing episode of Demystify Technology. Stay safe, be good, and let's enjoy what we have, and definitely together we shall have it. Stay safe.